What's up, everyone? Sly, Flo. All right, man. 2 training camps, 2 practices with the Raiders, and it looks like they got the better of us, man. The first time and the second time, Jimmy G. The first day did really good. I think had a field goal drive and then he got a touchdown drive today. I think he went 12 for 16, got a touchdown, almost threw a pick, but he looked really good. He kept driving down the field on us. What do you think about this, man? Is this a big deal? That the Raiders did better than us in the practice, or not a big deal at all, man? Don't even trip.
I'm going to kind of go in the middle just because obviously usually practice translates to the games. But for the most part, it didn't surprise me too much just because Jimmy G is really familiar with a bunch of these guys. He kind of knows the ins and outs of most of the players. Obviously, there's a few new additions, but I think he's just comfortable playing against us. Come on, the last couple of years he's been with us, so he's practiced with these guys day in, day out. So I think that had a lot to do with it. And then obviously not having Nick Bosa, that also contributes because that guy just applies so much pressure. Without him, we don't look the greatest. I know our defensive line is kind of revamped. A few of the other guys have to gel, like Hargrave and stuff, get adjusted. So for the most part, I'm going to put it kind of in the middle. I'm going to give it like a 5 or 6 on the worrisome just because we did actually get torched. We got beat both days too, but it's still kind of early. What do you think?
Yeah, man, you can look at it 2 ways. One way is, hey, it's just practice. It doesn't mean anything. Another way is like, do the Raiders offense, do they own us? Because remember last year, that was our worst performance from our defense. We just got torched, absolutely torched. So who knows? McDaniels may have the secret sauce how to beat this defense of ours. To me, I don't think it's a big deal, and here's why. It seems like every time we go to someone's practices, whether it's last year or the year before, whether we went to Houston and had joint practices, we always lose. It seems like they get the better of us. Remember last year, Vikings, they got the better of us. The only guys who are going to say that we got the better of them was just Niner fanboys. But let's be real. At the end of the day, we were the better team. The Vikings defense were the worst in the league. They sucked. They made the playoffs, but they weren't that good. Obviously, they were a fraud. People were calling them a fraud with their record. They were like 10-1 at one point, but we knew they were a fraud. The Niners were the better team. The year before that, we played the Chargers, and they got the better of us again. I remember the last play, I think, who was their safety? Derwin James got a pick 6 on Jimmy Garoppolo, and that's how it completely ended. That's how the 2 practices ended, and they definitely got the better of us there. And we're the better team. We made it to the NFC Championship 2 years in a row. The Chargers didn't even make the playoffs that year. So I know the Raider fans are really happy about that. Hey, they may be a better team than we thought they were, but to me, it's not a big deal. It's practice. We're in August. It starts in September, so I'm not that concerned. But I wish we have done better. But it is what it is, man. I just feel also they're familiar with that place. They've been practicing there. Imagine if a team came to Levi Stadium, went to our practice facility, stayed there. It's different, man. It's harder having to go on the road and go to a place you're not familiar with. So it is what it is. I'll admit it. They got the better of us these last 2 days, but I don't think it's a big deal. Don't put that much stock into it.
Yeah, pretty much the only thing that I'm really actually truly concerned, kind of going off on a tangent, was just the injuries we sustained. Because obviously George Kittle, he had like an abductor injury. Dre Greenlaw had a hamstring. Drake Jackson also had a hamstring. And then obviously we lost Ray McLeod. So we lost a few guys in this joint practice. So that's the thing that it's really concerning to me. Obviously losing out 2 of these practices to the Raiders does concern me a little bit. But like Sly said, it's still early. So I don't know yet.
Yeah, I think those guys got hurt actually Tuesday before we had the practice. The only one thing that got hurt during that was, I think, Drake Greenlaw, which is kind of funny. He was talking trash to Jimmy G, and then he got hurt like a few plays later. But actually, coming out of this, I'd rather be the Niners because we saw what happened to Devontae Adams today, how he got that collision and he went out. So, I mean, for the most part, I think our guys will be ready, other than Ray, but that was for another day that happened. But I think our guys will be ready to go, and hopefully Devontae Adams is all right because I know Raider fans are kind of freaking out when they saw what happened. He left the field, so we'll see what happens, but hopefully we just forget about these practices, man, because I know Purdy was up and down. I know Trey Lance was up and down. But Jimmy, man, he did look good. So, but 49er fans, don't freak out, man. Don't freak out. Like, damn it, we lost Jimmy. It was just 2 practices, and we're in August, so I'm not tripping out that much.
And we still got that game Sunday to really see what happens once it's official.
Yeah, and those are we're gonna see the young guys out there. That's pretty much what we're gonna want to see. We want to see the different positions, the new guys out there. So it should be interesting to see. But don't trip, 49er fans. I think we'll be fine.
All right. Well, you guys let us know in the comments what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. See y'all next time. Peace.